Welcome to the conclusion of the Execution Planning course. Click Begin to get started. Congratulations! You have now completed the Execution Planning course. You should now be more familiar with the concept of optimizing project performance and outcomes by implementing fundamentals of the following complementary project planning and execution approaches: Advanced Work Packaging, Lean and the Last Planner System, and Planning for Completions, Commissioning, and Startup. In addition, you should understand the clear need for these approaches demonstrated by the history of many projects in the built environment not meeting their objectives, often attributed to inadequate execution planning. Let's take another look at the various topics you engaged with during this course. Advanced Work Packaging, or AWP, came about through research that addressed a history of engineering, procurement, and construction projects, often not fully meeting their objectives in safety, schedule, cost, quality, productivity, and other performance dimensions. Across these various performance dimensions, the benefits of implementing AWP on projects are proven and substantial. AWP is about effective preparation and use of work packages while managing and executing the overall process flow of the packages. The fundamentals of AWP can be applied on projects of all sizes, scopes, and complexities across different sectors. One of AWP's strengths is its consistent work packaging vocabulary of terms and their acronyms for effective, coherent communication and collaboration among project stakeholders. Key terms in this vocabulary are presented and used throughout the AWP sections of this course. AWP is a disciplined approach to improving project productivity and predictability. It accomplishes this by aligning planning and execution activities throughout the project lifecycle, from project setup to startup. Interactive planning plus organized, sequenced, detailed engineering supports safe and efficient execution at the workface. Flowcharts show AWP process steps across stages. The process steps come with various deliverables and key activities that are associated with effective work packaging. As experience with AWP is growing, work is progressing to further describe pre-stage 1 activities, packaging of commissioning and startup work into SWPs, and other topics as potential enhancements to the flowcharts and process steps. There were several notable AWP practice topics that were addressed in this course. The practices listed here help support successful AWP implementation. We also discussed many valuable tools for fit-for-purpose use in preparing for and applying AWP. Even in the early stage of implementation maturity, AWP has demonstrated benefits to projects. When implemented at the more mature business transformation level, AWP produces the following consistent benefits across 6 key project performance dimensions, including productivity increase of up to 25%, total installation cost below estimates by up to 10%, safety improvement with 0 lost time incidents, better predictability with actual execution going according to plan, quality improvement with substantial reductions in rework and in the number of requests for information, or RFIs, and enhanced schedule slightly ahead of plan during execution. In addition to the benefits across the 6 key performance dimensions, case studies indicate the 45 ancillary benefits listed in this illustration. One of your biggest takeaways about Lean and the Last Planner System, or LPS, should be the understanding that Lean is a culture of respect and continuous improvement aimed at creating more value for the customer while identifying and eliminating waste, and that LPS is a key Lean approach. The 6 tenets of Lean are underpinnings of LPS. They are: 1. Respect for people. 2. Optimize the whole. 3. Generate value. 4. Eliminate waste. 5. focus on flow, and 6. Continuous improvement. It is important to keep focus on the 8 categories of waste, which are 1. Unnecessary transportation, 2. Excess inventory, 3. Unnecessary motion, 4. Waiting, 5. Over-under processing, 6. Overproduction, 7. Defects, and 8. Underutilized talent. The last planner system was developed to overcome shortcomings of conventional planning and results in the following benefits. Improves communication and reliability. Fosters an enjoyable environment built on trust and collaboration. Promotes early stakeholder engagement. Improves visibility of the project plan with a high level of transparency. Creates team alignment. Promotes rapid learning through metrics, thus revealing areas for improvement. And improves planning in both design and construction phases for projects of all types. A distinguishing feature of the last planner system, or LPS, is who plans the work. In LPS, the last planner is the person closest to work with authority to make decisions regarding the schedule and to make reliable commitments to complete the work of their discipline. As a reminder, the last planner might be the superintendent, foreman, architect, engineer, or other. You learned the 5 connected conversations in LPS, which are 1. Milestone planning, should. 2. Phase pull planning, should. 3. Look ahead planning, can. 4. Weekly work planning, will. And 5. Learning, did learn. As a final reminder, LPS is a production planning system designed to produce predictable workflow and rapid learning in programming, design, construction, and commissioning of projects. All 5 levels of planning conversations are necessary for success. 2 facts that are evident regarding the built environment. There is no project success without commissioning startup success, and CSU execution success requires timely and effective planning by key stakeholders. Remember, the Super Tool can help CSU teams stay on track in planning for CSU. CII research identified many critical success factors that will further enhance the likelihood of overall success in commissioning and startup. The 6 CSFs shown here were highlighted in this segment. Planning for commissioning and startup is a designated CII practice. The benefits from adopting this include those shown here. This course also focused on post-design execution efforts during construction, commissioning, and startup phases. CII have developed a construction completions commissioning flowchart of 124 activities as a detailed model of the typical CCSU work process. As you have learned, the model covers 5 different project phases. After review of the flowchart, input from 49 industry practitioners who work for 15 different companies identified the top 20 most problematic activities. These were designated as hotspots, and these are shown in gold boxes on the activity flowchart. Thus, hotspots are CCSU activities that, based on past experience, are commonly problematic on projects, resulting in recurring problems or deficiencies, and/or often failing to deliver on expectations. As you have learned, each hotspot is fully described in CII publication SP 333, 1 in 10 fields of information. Not surprisingly, 15 of the 20 hotspots occur during construction completions as the project transitions to pre-commissioning. Key takeaways from this section include: organizational transition from construction to commissioning is challenging. Related hotspots are common yet still problematic. Be attentive to these problematic threats. And effective planning and execution management can eliminate or mitigate CCSU hotspots. In September 2021, the Construction Industry Institute presented its inaugural two-day AWP and Lean Summit with the theme of combining AWP and Lean for improved project results. Summit presenters and participants included experts from both the AWP and the Lean communities. Based on polling at the conclusion, over 70% of the summit's responses from each of the two communities indicated that opportunities exist for beneficial joint implementation of Lean and AWP elements to enhance project performance. The summit findings, including AWP and Lean strengths and key aspects when combining AWP plus Lean, is provided here by CII and LCI from their joint working group efforts in the summit and in exploring the virtues of combined implementation. Click the summary button to read more about the summit findings. Throughout this course, we identified several particular strengths of AWP when implemented well. Take a moment to review those now. We also focused on particular strengths of Lean when implemented well, as shown here. When combining AWP and Lean to increase project value, there are some key aspects to consider for implementation from both approaches. Take a moment now to refresh your knowledge on those key aspects. Key AWP aspects were also examined. Take a moment to review those now. Commissioning and startup of a facility are the final critical steps in project execution, and it all starts with planning, starting in basic design or front-end engineering, all the way through construction. Such planning efforts should address commissioning work scope, resources, priorities and constraints, sequences, and risk mitigations, among other considerations. Construction completions represent a critical transition from the team's construction focus through pre-commissioning to a commissioning focus. Common hotspots have been identified during this transition. Awareness of CII's hotspots can better prepare project teams for potential challenges and threats to commissioning success, and to help ensure overall project success. Click on the accompanying PDF to learn more about the list of strength areas identified as being common to both Lean and AWP when implemented well. Word clouds of key takeaway points from participants of the two-day CII AWP and Lean Summit held in September 2021, and how to stay abreast on the ongoing developments of AWP and Lean implementation. Thank you for completing the Execution Planning course. We wish you much success with your projects. Congratulations and good luck.